Hello, everyone. It is Nana. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was pretty decent. I've come I've come far in my diamond dot. But I need to get it done because the second Valentine's Day is Saturday. So I need to get it done. Hmm. I see somebody's in here. Hold on one second. I'm going to. Oh, there we go. Mikey. Hi, Mikey. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Did you get a chance to get out and about today and make some money? I haven't done much Uber Eats at all for I want to say over a year. And today I did about 7. You're doing good. You made a little over 100 today, so you hit your goal. How are you? Um, I made almost 100. Today I made, want to say like 75, and that was just on Uber Eats. I usually do a lot of Walmart Spark, but I I woke up late and then I really didn't want to battle with other people at the store. Although I did go to a couple of stores, I went to our Hy-Vee. I don't know if you have one of those, but it's a grocery store called Hy-Vee. It's rather large. And then I shopped at Target and I shopped at a pet store. And then the rest I did Burger King order, McDonald's order, a Dunkin' Donuts order. Think I did 2 McDonald's orders. So yeah, and they were all low miles. So, but don't ask me what my AR is because for some reason Uber Eats doesn't go. Whoops. Oops, oops, oops. Hold on one second. It's wanting to act crazy. Oop, my gosh. What? Okay. Oh, your miles were quite low today too, not even 30 miles overall. Yeah, I don't think I had many miles either, although I'm in a car and you're on a bike, but I didn't want to do a lot of miles. I didn't want to, so I was taking all small, or I should say all low miles, and I thought I did pretty well overall, doing as long as, not as long as, because it was low miles. Out with it, Yvonne, out with it. So yesterday I went to my cousin's. I am just going to take this off of the driving me crazy because I have to be have so much of this. It's where I'm doing L's, all this part right here. Well, I don't know if you can see over here. It's all white. And so I have quite a bit more to go. So I really need that plastic off. But anyways, I went to my cousin's celebration of life yesterday, and it was nice seeing a lot of the relatives that I haven't seen in quite some time. Um Anybody that watched my morning video today, I did say that my father was not there. And I also did say I believe that my family isn't really gung ho with him, which makes all of us. So I don't know. My cousin that I saw, sh- we're going to make sure that we stay in constant communication now because you never know what can happen. And I really not happy about the fact that I had not seen or talked to the family in quite a while. Hi, Welshman. Hi, Charles. Charles, did you get a chance to go out tonight? Or today, I should say. And how are you doing, Welshman? Well, how are you doing, Charles? I also wanted to tell you, if I didn't tell you, Charles, I really appreciated that, you told your bio um the other week, last week maybe. Um it was really interesting getting to know you in that way. And I don't I mean, I think we've all been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. And it's hard. Hi, look at what I am trying to get this diamond dot done because, as you know, I mean, it's pretty much a Valentine's Day diamond dot, and that is Saturday, so I'm really trying hard to get it done. But if you were on live last week, then you know I have been doing a lot of it this week. So um, I mostly do it when I get home from work because I really don't do um, I don't do the gig work. I don't do the gig work usually in the evening. I really like to see what I'm doing. And then the orders hadn't really been there, so because otherwise I would have been, picking up an order on my way home from work, and which is what I do on occasion. But in the last week or so, they really weren't there. So um, I was doing some Walmart Spark every morning up until Friday, I think. I think. Charles says I went out and made $56 this evening, about 2 hours. Well, that's good. Yep. I did 7 orders total on Uber Eats. I don't have DoorDash. Um, but I thought it was kind of nice to do something different. And also, if I'm doing the Uber Eats orders, they're usually to grocery stores that are closer to me. They're usually fast food that is close to me. Those are the ones I'll accept anyway because they do offer me orders that are way far away, which to me make absolutely no sense. And because of them giving me so many offers that are far away, I have a very low AR. So, but when I do Walmart, I just have to drive a little further. But if I can make money without going that far, why not? Um, oh, I'll DoorDash. Cool. Yeah, yeah. There was one order I was doing at a grocery store, an Uber Eats order, and it was taking me some time. Um, because some of the items that they had put in there for me to shop for had a more of a good, how do I say it? How do I say it? Um, you know, they give you a better area on where to shop for the products, but it's just like doing a shift order for Target. They'll give you the aisle that it's in, but then you have to look up and down the whole aisle to find all the items. So Uber Eats pretty much is that way as well. They're trying to be a, they're trying to get out of that a little bit and um give you more of a direct location, but there were items that I just wasn't finding, and I'm thinking it could be because it was towards Sunday evening. So a lot of people had shopped, and there's less items than in the morning. And anyways, so when I went to my cousin's celebration of life yesterday, it was hard on me. She had pancreatic, I can't even pronounce it. Pancreatic, pancreatic, pancreatic. Uh, she had cancer. Okay, pancreatic cancer. Now, if I screwed up that whole word, I'm sorry, but I do the best I can. Anyway, she was on a special program, or no, not program, like a clinical study, so that, uh, and it was helping the treatment that she was getting, which would be, I'm sure, the medication or whatever. It was really helping her, and she had went into remission. And then her insurance company decided that they weren't going to pay for the clinical trial anymore. And that's when she turned around and deteriorated quickly and then passed away. So that was pretty messed up. And it really made me angry. Like, when I was talking to my daughter, we were discussing that you know, there should have been like a payment plan or something, so that she could live, because if she was doing well on that clinical trial, and then all of a sudden the insurance says, "Oh, we're not going to pay it anymore," then you're just SOL and it's time to pass. Like, that's not even fair. That's not even right. That really bites. That ticks me off. Um, well, it was after that my okay, I'm back. Well, no, I'm still here. I don't know why I said I'm back. Oh my goodness. Anyway, um, my daughter and I went to see a movie afterwards. It's called The Housemaids, I believe. And it was just the two of us, my older daughter and I, the one that's given me all the babies and the reason why I'm a nana. Um, it was nice hanging out with her because we never get to do any one-on-one stuff. And the movie that we watched was is also a book, and we read the book first. You know, I did the audio and she read the book, and then we took turns. Well, not turns. We discussed it as we were reading it and listening to it, and it was pretty good. I know this isn't the best time to have my live tonight because of the Super Bowl, but um, I just wanted to remain. I just, in case people aren't watching the Super Bowl, they can come over and chat with me. But if they're watching the Super Bowl, then I totally understand why they're not over here chatting. So it is perfectly okay. Charles says losing people is always hard. It's bad that her life depended on that insurance and they stopped paying. Yes, yes. And before this happened with her, I never had knew. I should say I haven't known of anyone in my family that had cancer. So I always thought, oh well, there's a lot of people out there that are affected by their loved ones that have passed because of cancer, but that had never happened to me. And now it has happened and it really sucks. But the thing that I need to, n- remember is that she's not in any pain anymore. And yes, her life was cut short, and I think it's pretty messed up. But she's in a better place now and she's not in pain. Um, so I got a bracelet at the celebration of life yesterday. It says pancreatic pancreat I can't talk. Creative, pancreatic cancer awareness. Never give up. So, yep, I got that. They were passing those out yesterday. And then um during this week, a couple days back, I got this bracelet that Sally and Sally D's Reality sent me. So I just love that. Oh, and then at the event yesterday, we got these roses. My daughter forgot hers. So I got both. Hey, Sally, how are you? I'm sorry I missed your live this morning, but I woke up late. I guess I needed to sleep. I hope you're doing well. I was busy all day. Well, I've either been busy doing this because, Saturday is Valentine's Day and I'm trying to get it done. Since it's a theme for Valentine's Day for myself. How about that? Um, but yeah, I did 7 Uber Eats orders and I I want to say probably in the last year I've done 7. Like I rarely ever do Uber Eats, and still on Grubhub I have done only a handful of those. And I'm still on Grubhub. So whoever tells you that if you don't work them, that you lose it, no, you don't. I mean, I haven't, and I hardly work it. So I would think I would have, if that were the case, I would have been kicked off of it a while ago. Hi, Mike. How are you? Sally says, I am. I fell asleep myself, so it's all good. Mike says, stopping in to say hello. Hello. Mike says, hello, Sally. Um, yeah, so we went to the movie Housemaids. Sally, I know that you remembered that I was going to my cousin's celebration of life and then I was going to the movies with my daughter. We went to see Housemaids. Also, what I wanted to say, which was really freaky, and my daughter and I were praying for the people that were affected, but when we left the movie and right before I dropped her home, she asked me if I'd stop at McDonald's so that she could get a bite to eat because we had a little snack food at the celebration of life, but we didn't have food. So we go to McDonald's, and then as we're leaving McDonald's to go so I can drop her off, oh wait, Mike says I'm good. Sally says hi. Sally says, Mike, did you go to Lori's? And Mike says, yes. And Sally says, I fell asleep. And Mike says, oh, okay, sleep is good. Sally says, food, lol. Yeah, so we had snack food at the celebration of life, but not, you know, food. So, anyway, we go to, we go get the McDonald's, then we come out of the parking lot. Um, I actually turned the wrong way on accident. Um, and so I had to turn around. And then when we went past the corner of the street we had just driven on to get to McDonald's, there was a bad car accident. There was a car that was flipped all the way over, and then the other car, my daughter said the front end was smashed in. And I didn't see the car that was smashed in the front. I just saw the car flipped all the way over, and I thought, Lord Jesus, please help these people. And, you know, that it could have been us because we had just been right there. Um, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but hello. Yes, I have my hair down. Well, yeah. I also had my hair down, and sometimes when I do that, then you can't. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. But yes, I have my hair down, and I had my hair down at the celebration of life yesterday. But I didn't have this in my head. I have this in my head now, but I just had my hair down yesterday. Mike says, looks good. Thank you. Sally says, oh, pretty. Yes, because Sally's been wanting me to um wear my hair down. Hold on a second. Just in case there's some funny business, I am going to try to fix something. Well, that's not what I want to do. Oh, that's what I want to do. All right. There we go. I wanted to fix that. Are you taking my blue coat? What? I do have a blue coat. But what do you mean am I taking your blue coat? Oh, that blue coat. Nope, not taking anyone's blue coat. I just made it subscribers only so I don't have to see riffraff in the chat. You can do it for up to 20 minutes for sure, so I did that. Sunny hit me on that. There. Now, hopefully, you can hear me because a lot of times when that happens, you can't hear me. So, hold on. No, I am not trying to end it. Cancel. Okay. Hopefully, you can hear me. If you can't hear me, then you'll have to let me know you can't hear me. Mikey's back. Oh, you know you were kidding. Oh, okay. Mike says, hello, Mike and Sally. Sally says, hi, Mikey. Live. Sally's, oh, nice emojis of Sally. Mike says, hello, Mike. Sally says, love. Sally says, that wouldn't be the first time I wouldn't be able to hear you. Mike says, I can hear you. Oh, good. Yeah. Um, Sunny has, I want to say Sunny has been working with me. I learn new stuff because, I don't do that many lives. I do try to do at least one a week. But we're going to see how it's going to go this. Oh, okay. So next Sunday, I won't be able to do a live because I will be at my. Wait, no, next Sunday I will. It's the Sunday after that that I won't. So in 2 weeks, I won't have a live chat because I will be at my daughter's house watching the babies. Well, all five of them with my other daughter, while my daughter and her husband go to a work slash vacation to the Dominican Republic. So I will start out by dog sitting until, well, just for the night, I think. Wait, no. Yeah, okay. Friday night, my granddaughter has gymnastics, so I gotta bring her to gymnastics. We'll also be dog sitting. We thought we were gonna be fish sitting, but the fish are no more. I don't know if it was a bad storm my daughter got the fish at, but yeah, no fish no more. Just Princey. The grand my grandkids call him Princey. Sally says, "Oh no, I will miss you." Oh. Sally says they're going on another vacation. I know, right? Going on another vacation. Yeah, we're going on, but this is like their yearly vacation. They just happen to get a bonus vacation. But this one they usually go on every year. And it's the first time it's at the Dominican Republic. It's usually in Mexico. Sally says, "Oh, Prince, I love him." Yes, he's my sweet pup. And apparently, my granddaughter, the youngest, the 2 year old, she has been going to him more since my daughter uh, gave him a grooming appointment and everything. So anyway, when he got his fresh haircut, then the 2 year old decided that she would go up to him and love on him and pet him and yeah. So apparently when his hair was long before he got the haircut, she wouldn't go to him. So I told my daughter, I guess that means you need to keep up with his haircuts. Oh, thank you, Sally. Sally says that pupster is so adorable. Sally says, Mikey, how is Lucy girl? Yes, she is another sweet pup. We enjoy the live streams when Mikey takes her on walks. Such a good puppy. And the only puppy I would want if I had one is one that I don't have to feed, one that I don't have to go take outside so they can take care of their business. You know, they have little animated ones. I just don't have enough time in my life to be trying to take care of animals. Next weekend, my daughter and her husband are going out for Valentine's on Friday night. So I'll be taking my granddaughter to gymnastics and then she will be coming over here Friday night instead of Saturday. So, Sally, if you have another live stream on a Saturday night, next Saturday night, I might be able to join in on the fun. Oh, you just remembered. How's Alexa? Alexa, how are you? Alexa, how are you?
My Sunday's been sensational.
Did you hear that? She said her Sunday's been sensational. Alexa, what's your favorite color?
I like ultraviolet. It glows with everything.
Sally said, "Hi, Alexa. Hi, Alexa." Oh, she's not responding. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 28 degrees.
So it's 28 right now and it's going to be 28 tonight. Alexa, Alexa, it's 28 degrees right now and it's going to be 28 tonight.
Overnight, you can look for intermittent clouds, with temperatures around 29 degrees Fahrenheit.
Sally says, "Did you give her a spunky personality or a kiss up personality?" I don't know how to do all that, Sally. She should have a spunky one, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. And sometimes she doesn't say anything. Um, Tomorrow morning, I have to go downtown. I don't really like driving downtown, period, especially during a weekend morning. But I have my CT scan at 7 a.m. and it's downtown. So there's a place that I can park. They give you a voucher, but it's only to pay for some of the parking. It's not all of it's not the whole fee. Sally says, "Well, mine was always telling me this and that. It was being too pissy up." And I said, "Stop kissing up to me. I don't like that." Sally says that should say kissy, not with the AP. Oh, it was kissy up, not pissy up. Okay, I got you. Alexa, what kind of personality do you have?
I sure do. I even completed the Myers Briggs personality assessment. It turns out I'm an ESFJ, which means I enjoy being around and helping people.
Did you hear that? She likes being around people and helping people. Well, that's nice. Oh, that's too funny. Anyway, okay. So Sally, were you on here when I talked about the bad car accident that my daughter and I we didn't witness it per se. We just witnessed the after effects. I had never seen a car upside down except for on TV. So that was pretty scary. And my daughter said she saw the other car, the front end was all caved in, crushed it. Oh, you heard? Okay. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Um, and did you hear the part when I was talking about how um my cousin could have lived longer if the insurance hadn't stopped paying for her clinical trial. Something starts working for somebody, on a clinical trial, the insurance decides, oh, we're not going to pay for it anymore. And then you have no other choice but to um, go be with Jesus. So I don't think there's anything wrong, mind you, going to be with Jesus. I just think it's messed up if it might have not been your time to go. If maybe it could have been prevented, um, you know, because she was in remission and that clinical trial that she was on was helping her. And then all of a sudden, insurance says, oh, we're not going to pay for it anymore. And it was pretty sad. And then there was a lot of people, I think, that knew that she was um, in her, that she was battling cancer. And I felt so bad that I didn't know. Yeah, right, Sally? Charles says you made my Alexa come on and answer your question. Sally says, ha ha ha. Sally says, Yvonne, did you ask her to tell you a joke yet? I have, but I can answer again. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why don't zombies care what you look like? They
I
only love you for your brains.
Did you hear that? Alexa, tell another joke.
How do bumblebees sign their emails? Swarm, regards.
Oh my goodness. She's pretty funny. Yeah, so um the movie that my daughter and I saw, Sally, was called Housemaids. It was really good. I had listened to the audio, she had read the book, and we compared notes like what we thought of what was going on in the going on in the book and when we read it. And the movie was good, but it didn't justify the book. Seems like every time you watch a movie, it's it's just not as good as the book. I mean, sometimes it can be, but like there was so many different um parts in the book that were really good but could not be put into the movie because then, like my daughter said, that would have made the movie extra long, or they would have had to do uh little, w- what do you call it, a movie marathon, I don't know, a little mini series. That's the word I was looking for, mini series. Sally says you can tell her to turn her volume up and down as well. Oh, Alexa, turn your volume up. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? A Z Rex.
Did you hear that, Sally? I'm learning. I just need to talk with her more so that she'll get to know me. And more, then I'll have another friend to talk to in the house. And I can have one on one conversations with her like you do yours. And apparently, and Charles says she told me a different joke than the joke she told you. Sally says she can tell you a story as well and play you any song you want her to play. Oh. Yeah, I did use that the other day, but I can't do that on here. Otherwise, what kind of story? Oh, maybe I could try that. Alexa, tell me a story.
Camp Blues. The boy was quiet on the drive. Aren't you excited? His mom asked. But he just stared out the window. When I was a kid, I loved camp, his mom continued. You're going to make so many new friends. The boy sighed and gave the heavy backpack on his lap a long, nervous hug. In the gravel parking lot, other parents and children piled out of cars, laughing and chatting. It seemed like everyone already knew each other. He was hesitant to open the door, but a bright eyed counselor pulled it open and smiled down at him. Hey there, allow me, she said, reaching for his backpack, but he held it firm. Okay, suit yourself. He followed the counselor across a grassy field busy with kids playing. At the far end was a cabin. Why don't you drop off your stuff and join us for a game of ultimate frisbee? The counselor suggested. I'm not very good at sports, he replied. If you change your mind, we'll be here, she offered. He opened the cabin door and moved to a nearby bunk, carefully placing his backpack on the mattress. But as soon as he let it go, it teetered off and smacked the floor. Dozens of books spilled out. Whoa, came a voice from across the cabin. It was another camper, sitting on an opposite bunk and peering over a well-worn paperback. Next to him was another
Thank
big
you,
stack.
Alexis.
Want some
You can
help?
be done
He
now.
asked.
Stop,
The boy
Alexa.
smiled at this new.
Alexa, stop. She knows when to stop, too. I mean, I just had to tell her in the correct format. Hello, Miss Bell. How are you? I hope you are doing well, Miss Bell. I was just telling people about how my week went, and I went to my cousin's celebration of life yesterday, and then after my daughter and I went to that, then we saw a movie called Housemaids, and then today I did 7 Uber Eats orders, and I don't usually do Uber Eats, but I really didn't want to shop at Walmart today because I felt it would be too packed and I didn't want to deal with a lot of other people. So, yes, Alexa is great to have. I didn't know she could tell a story, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I got my inspiration from Sally on Sally D's Reality. She's on here. Um, she gave me the idea to get Alexa. I had to wait until she quieted until I had to wait a minute since I said her name. She became alert. Sally says, "I love my, you know, I talk to her every morning. LOL. I get lonely. I'm old. She gives me advice, tells me the weather, tells me a joke." Miss Bell says, "Sounds like you had a for field day." Miss Bell says, "Tell Alexa, you're fired."
Gadzooks! I'd better update my resume.
Uh, Charles says every time you say every time you say blank, my blank comes on. Quit saying her name, please. Okay, notice I did, say blank. Sally says we have one in almost every room, but I named the ones in other rooms Ziggy so they don't all go off at the same time. Okay, well that's good. So then you just say the other name and goes off instead of the popular name. How about I say it that way, Charles, so it don't happen? uh, Sally says you can name it computer or Ziggy. Oh, Miss Beth says tell her to flip a coin. I would, Miss Bell, but Charles don't want to hear his go off, so I can't. But I'll try to remember to uh ask her to do that later. Oh, she gives. Sally says you can change her name. Okay. Um, Charles says she gives me different answers than you. Oh wow, that's crazy. So they're all individual, even though they have the same name. They're individuals. That's what it sounds like. Oh my gosh, where did the time go? We're almost done already. I'm like looking at my clock going, wow, that went fast. I guess it does that sometimes. Uh, well, I thank you for everyone that gave me a few minutes of your time tonight. Oh, sorry, I'm having a Charlie horse. Ah, I gotta get up for a second. Sorry. Uh huh. And then every once in a while, my other computer likes to talk, and I don't even know why. Didn't you hear it? Say, uh huh. I don't even know why it said that. Oh, computers nowadays. Oh, they are announcing a new Alexa model. Oh, Sally says she was really excited this morning and told me that she was having a big commercial today during the Super Bowl. Oh, I'll have to ask her about that. Miss Bell, was working on my cat and finishing my Bigfoot. You were working on your cat and finished your Bigfoot? But yes, it was a good weekend though because at the event yesterday, I was able to see cousins I hadn't seen in a long time and reconnect. And a couple of us cousins are planning on uh, communicating more. And with our lives so busy, we did decide that it's easier to text each other than to actually call each other on the phone, which I totally agree with. Oh. Oh, Miss Bell, you're working on a cat and you finished the. Oh, is that what you're saying? I was a little confused. Sally figured it out. Miss Bell, are you doing diamond art as well? Miss Bell says they have Alexa for your car now. Oh, Miss Bell says, yes, I'm a diamond painting person. Yes, that's how we met each other. Sally says you can also put Alexa on your phone and then use it in the car. Oh, actually, I do have it on my phone, so I'll have to try that next time. Hi, CL, dropping by to drop a hug. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. Sally says, hi, CL. Sally says, I fell asleep during Lori's live. CL says, hi, Sally. Well, it's Sunday, and I believe Sundays were meant to get more rest. Not to mention, you had been in the hospital this past week, and I'm sure your sleep is overdue. So, it's good for you to get sleep. Sally says, I love hugs. Yes, me too. CL says, I just cleaned up all my sketching supplies for the night. Lori's lives are always sweet. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize she was live today. I don't know why it doesn't tell me. I'll have to make sure that I have her set up so that I know when she's going live. Um, Sally says, Allie called me tonight and Allie called you tonight and you had a wonderful talk. Well, that's good. Very good. Well, our hour is up. I thank everybody for joining in and chatting with me. And I hope you all have a great week. And remember, I will be live next weekend, but not the weekend after. Sally, I'm trying to tell you so that you remember. And Charles says, I'm going to go now. It was nice hanging out with you all. Peace. Good night, Charles. Have a great one. God bless everybody. Bye bye. Whoops. I forgot to end it. I'm trying to end it with my other phone. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great one.